Dr. Rajan Sharma, sir. Dr. Rajan is the national president of Indian Medical Association, a very renowned orthopedician and stalwart in the field of medicine. My first question to you would be: we have seen a dramatic increase in the violent behavior against the healthcare workers in this testing time. What is your advice to the general public, sir?
The violence of any kind is highly condemnable in a civilized society. So all my views have been known and are known. I would just say we are precious. Please protect us. Give us a free and a free environment to a worldly uncertain time. Because a doctor, in which I agree with the Honorable Sir, first of all, I would like to compliment on his very humble and nice presentation, but Chhattisgarh is doing very good. Sir, that doctors at the moment, by doctors I mean the nurses, healthcare professionals, my sanitation workers, and above all the police. Everybody is under tremendous pressure. They have families back home. The fear which is haunting you is haunting us also. But we have to, only we can comfort you that everything will be all right. Everybody knows. Dev sir has very aptly put it. There is apparently no cure, but history always teaches you something. By history, I mean, if you remember the first flu in the world, the Spanish flu, it took away 25% of the population of the world. And by far, it was the most devastating flu. But the thumb rule of that era was isolation, take care of yourself, respiratory etiquettes, and personal hygiene. By isolation, it meant go into a room, open the windows, expose yourself to fresh air, take care of your fever, drink lots of fluids, whatever medicines were available, and don't spit. Take care of what you cough and when you speak. And personal hygiene, you have a bath and take care of your clean environment. So these three things have been the thumb rule for any epidemic till date. If we follow these three things, we are going to settle this thing totally. And COVID, I must tell you, being COVID positive does not mean death. It is one of a very mild virus. And swine flu, if everybody remembers 10 to 12 years ago, was far more lethal. It was airborne. But we have overcome that. I am very hopeful that the country has risen up to the occasion, that we are able to manage things. Yes, as the testing has increased, the positivity rate will increase. But again, it is pertinent to remember, at 1 lakh tests per day, it will take us 37 years to test the entire population, sir. The only thing is, we have to be aware, red spot areas, scan them fully. And testing is, why testing is important than thermal scanning is, that it will take care of the silent spreaders. But if you take care of these three thumb rules of respiratory ethics and personal hygiene, we can mitigate the suffering to a larger extent. Now the responsibility is on each one of us as Indian nationals. The government has prepared, all the governments, I must compliment them, my entire political and the ruling class. They have risen to the occasion to teach you a lesson. Please follow these rules. Now, if we don't follow, spoon feeding never helps a child.
Very true. Thank you, sir. Very well said. One more very pressing question is the post-COVID era, the post-COVID era, so to say. What do you think the young doctors are going to face? What challenges do you think these young healthcare workers and doctors are going to face post this COVID era?
First of all, if Dev sir is here, post-COVID era, healthcare, violence, and protection of the healthcare professionals will be the biggest challenge for which the entire country and the political class has to rise to the occasion. Because any person who is frustrated with the system or the expectations, see, when I expect so many things from you, Dr. Rajat, and you don't come up to my expectation, it is very difficult to meet an expectation.
True.
So that system, we are the easy target who are easily available without security. By laws, I don't mean that it will stop. I would be the most happy person in the world as a doctor when these amendments in the Epidemic Act which are there, and the way we are requesting everybody, and I will request Dev sir also to incorporate in the Chhattisgarh also to protect our healthcare professionals. But I would be the most happy when the entire country does not have to implement these laws against our own country.
Absolutely.
We are also working under pressures. We have to meet expectations. Fear of the unknown nature of the disease, as sir very aptly put it. We are daily learning from it. But I must again be very hopeful and tell you, India is unique. We have been a seat of knowledge, and I must tell you this. Post-COVID, we will teach the world how to manage COVID.
Amen to that.
Lockdown is a step in that direction, which never ever anybody imagined.
True, sir. The youth today is facing a very obscure kind of a future, and their psyche is a little disturbed. What would you like to tell our youth? How do they maintain their composure and they maintain their psychological balance in this time of difficulty?
Our hope can never have despair. Youth is always a symbol of energy, synergy, and hope. An old man or a father has hope that his son is the future of the family. So they are the future of the country. So they cannot have despair. And another thing, let's be very clear, we are humans. We are not God. Youth's role is in today's society. They are full of energy, brimming with energy. They can overcome challenges. They don't have fear. By fear, I say don't be foolish. Be aware of your safety. They are well aware through social media, whatever it is. But they have to carry home this message. Don't get into these false rumors. Have false myths against COVID disease. Somebody says doctors and healthcare professional nurses are carrying, today is the International Nurses Day, that we are carrying the disease. See, the youth, the biggest message besides online classes on their groups is that the doctors, nurses and healthcare professionals are the only wall between COVID and our country. So this is the message they should be spreading day in and day out till the time it is drilled into everybody, including the elders. And if the youth of the locality, of the town, they get together, they can change opinions. It is their era. So nothing to despair. As far as education is concerned, I will still say we have to get back to normal. Absolutely. We have to open up. We have to get back to normal. Mask, personal hygiene is going to be a norm for coming times. Physical distancing is coming times. But I believe me, we can overcome this with very simple measure and not flout the rules with impunity.
Thank you very much, sir. It was so enlightening and so motivating to hear you. And I'm sure today's youth will come back, bounce back, and we will be back in action very soon. Thank you very much for
Thank
this
you so much.
time that you've given us. Thank
So
you, sir.
nice.